In this video, I'm going to be going over 3 issues. One on muscle soreness and recovery. One on some beginner things you might want to know when you first start squatting. Some things you might want to, some warm-ups you might want to perform before you start squatting or deadlifting. So some things you might want to look at also when you're using the cage or the power rack, safety bars, and the clips you want to use. As well as I want to talk about supplements. I'm going to try to hit all 3 of those things in this video. So first on the soreness and recovery of the muscles. Now later in the video I'm going to be showing you some video of some stretches that you can perform, the main stretches that you want to perform during your sets and after your workouts when you're working out lower body. So one thing I want to say to all the beginners out there who have started weightlifting and are getting really sore, trust me, that soreness is normal. If you're sore for about 6 days, 6, 7, 8 days, that's perfectly normal when you first start weightlifting. Once you become accustomed to weightlifting after the 3rd time that you've weightlifted that muscle group, your soreness will reduce dramatically in the amount of days that your muscle is sore. So you'll go from like 7 days being sore to only about 3 or 4 days of being sore. And the soreness pain that you're feeling right now is not going to be as intense as when you're more accustomed to weightlifting. It'll be much more of a mild soreness in your muscle than what you're feeling right now. So just make sure you get through it, you keep pushing, you keep weightlifting, and wait until your muscles are not sore anymore to weightlift again. And trust me, that soreness, it goes away, it's temporary. So, and this soreness obviously is caused by the tearing of your muscles. They're tearing, and during this tearing process, this is where they're rebuilding. That's why nutrients is very important, that you're getting the right amount of calories in, you're getting the right foods in. I'm going to be showing later in the video some key foods that you want to be eating, because you need to be getting those amino acids from your proteins, the glucose and the carbs, and you need to be getting calcium. I mean, this chemical reaction is what's going to build you muscles. So if you're not getting the right nutrients, you could be sore longer. So you want to make sure you're getting the right foods in. So I just want to say that it is perfectly normal to be sore for about a week, but like I said, it gets better once you become more accustomed to weightlifting. On supplements, I'm going to be going over some of the more important supplements, vitamins, and minerals that you're going to need in order to build muscle mass as well as to help in the soreness. Obviously, the supplements that I'm going to be mentioning, you can get in the power foods that I'm going to be mentioning later on in the video. So I don't take any of these supplements other than whey protein. That's the only supplement I take. I took in some of these supplements before in the past. I didn't like them. I didn't seem to benefit from them. But like I said, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take supplements. I'm going to be mentioning them anyway, and it's going to be up to you if you want to take them or not and experiment or whatever you want to do with them. So whey protein is one that I think everybody should be taking if you can't get enough protein in your diet, which most people can't. Whey protein, 100% whey protein. I'm not going to mention a brand. I usually buy an organic brand. I don't buy from GNC. You go to the GNC store, that guy, you say, you want to build muscle mass, what products should I buy? They got to try to sell you $150, $200 worth of products. Going in that store, they got tons of products in there. They got something for everything. You really don't need those supplements. Like I said, you can do it naturally, bodybuilding. So anyway, whey protein is what I buy, 100%. Somewhere between 20 and 30 grams a serving is what they usually have. I usually buy the most concentrated, which is 30 grams of protein. You want to get 80-90% of your body weight in protein. That's what I get at the minimum. You might need to get more. It depends on the person, obviously, but that's what I get. It's going to be pretty high to your body weight in protein, though, that you're going to need to get. It's very important that you're getting those amino acids to the protein in for your muscle growth and muscle recovery as well, for relieve some of the soreness. You want to be getting that definitely on your workout days, but obviously throughout the week as well. I usually get 5-6 days a week. I usually get those protein levels. Now, the next one is multivitamins. Most important vitamin is always vitamin C for your immune system as well as self-protection. Make sure you don't get injured. Helps strengthen your ligaments. Vitamin D, manganese, zinc. Help for calcium absorption. Obviously, they do other things that benefit your body, but the main thing is calcium absorption, help in the chemical process of building more muscle fibers. Calcium, obviously, in intake. Phosphorus for your energy levels, ATP, process of ATP. And vitamin B12. Very important vitamins. If you can get them in a multivitamin, I don't believe in taking multivitamins. I think you can get them throughout your foods. But if you want to take a multivitamin, I don't think your body does a very good job absorbing the multivitamins. But, I guess the jury's still out on multivitamins or not. But omega-3 fatty acids, you can take those. They're very important. Take probably a supplement on that. If you don't eat a fish or if you don't like eating fish, then definitely you want to take a supplement on omega-3 fatty acids. The next one's electrolytes. You shouldn't be taking any supplements of electrolytes. You should be getting 100% juices. If you can't eat the fruits, eat the juices. Apple juice, orange juice, pear juice, whatever. Get those juices. You need to keep your system hydrated. Don't drink alcohol. Don't drink sodas. Those things are not good for you at all. They will make setbacks for you. especially if you're trying to get abs. You definitely will not. Alcohol will not be helping you, and that could be putting a lot of your weight on right now. Is that alcohol? You should be staying away from that. Creatine. Creatine can be taken by the females. It's not a hormone. It's not gonna make you big by itself. It helps in increasing your energy levels. It really spikes your energy levels, as well as increasing your muscle size. Usually 5 grams is what they take. Usually you take 2.5 grams before your workout and 2.5 after your workout. And it's really only taken during around your workouts. That's it. So you can take it. I don't take it, but you can take it if you're not really just seeing benefits from your natural bodybuilding. Also, if you're trying to get really big, trying to get really muscular, trying to go to push it to the limit, then creatine is going to be the thing. But like I said, it's not a hormone. It's not going to make you big by itself taking it. So you're still going to need the calories. Still going to need to weightlift intensively in the gym through pyramiding. So that's what the 2 things that I mentioned in the last video. It's calories, nutrients that you're getting in through your body through the power foods, as well as intensity and weightlifting. That's really what puts muscle on your body, not these supplements. These supplements can assist you, but creatine is probably the #1 supplement you can take for muscle increase. Digestive enzymes, most healthy people won't need that. If you have a problem synthesizing your protein, your carbs, and fat, you might need to take a supplement for that, but chances are you don't need it. And any type of fat burner, you shouldn't be taking that if you're thin or if you're good sized. Obviously, if you're trying to compete, you might be pressured to take some of these fat burning stuff like Expel and Thermo Lean and maybe, I don't know, some of these other ones. But definitely, I definitely don't advise any of that stuff. You should be doing that naturally, especially for people who are trying to lose a lot of weight. Like I said, that's up to you if you want to take that. You research for yourself. Consult a physician anytime you're trying to take any supplements, obviously. And like I said, this is just advice. It's up to you. Take it or leave it.
Alright, I just had to cut myself off there. I was just rambling on and on there. Obviously, just wanted to make the point. Anything you see on YouTube, don't want to take it for fact. I'm just giving out advice. You can take it or leave it, obviously. The first stretch right here that I usually perform during my sets is the quad stretch. Obviously, it's not a very unique stretch. I'm sure most of you performed it. You perform it during your squat sets and after. Here's a hamstring stretch, toe touch, during your deadlift and squats, beneficial. Here is a hip flexor stretch, probably new to you, some of you. Just going to sit down, cross your legs, sit down, and have one leg kind of stabilizing yourself. I'm using the cage there. Here's the bridges, helps release some of the soreness in your lower back. Here is a glute stretch right here. You've probably seen this in Pilates. So you can perform some of those. Here's some back stretches. Obviously, these won't relieve any of your real soreness in your muscles, but they'll make you stay kind of flexible and uncontract some of those muscles. For the ladies, that's very beneficial that you stay flexible. Yoga is something that I've heard is actually very beneficial for the ladies to stay flexible while weight training and make sure to where your muscles don't get real bulky looking. So beneficial to use yoga, as well as foam rolling is also something that I've heard is beneficial as well. Here's some of the foods that you want to eat. Obviously, here's the power foods. These will help in muscle recovery to make sure you're not as sore as long and you're building the most amount of muscle mass as possible. Some warm-ups. Obviously, when you warm up for squat, you want to use the barbell, really lightweight, and you're just going to perfect your form here. Here I'm just using a plate and just perfecting my form so that when I get to the heavy weights, I'm going to make sure I keep the same form. This girl right here is using a smaller bar, lightweight right here. A couple things when you're using the cage or power rack. Obviously, these clips that I just showed you right there, you want to place those at the end of the barbell to make sure the weight doesn't come off. And if you're using a cage, obviously they have the safety bars. You want to make sure they're even, obviously. And you might want to do some squats with the barbell to make sure that they're going to catch you if something goes wrong. And obviously in your power rack, you can't move the safety bar, so just don't worry about it. Stay in the power rack. Just squat as low as you can, and until you get confidence, then you can come out of the safety bar area. But make sure you have that confidence and maybe you even have a spotter available. Box squats, I think, is the most beneficial for someone who's starting off to squat, obviously, to start with box squats. But obviously, you want to eventually go to ATG squats with heavy weight. But obviously, it's a process to get there. Box squats, then ATG with lightweight, and then finally, you can start moving to heavy weight